Well, okay, then my first question is for Jemima Khan. By the way, this is a really a good story, and I think for the 21st century, when many people here in North America or even in Britain, they don't know really much about the arranged marriage or the marriage that can like that discussed within the parents or even within the community where there's a agency set up that where they find the suitable girl or suitable boy. So for you writing the script, can you tell me what you had in your mind as you were writing this? I understand there's probably some kind of personal experience, but in the meantime, the importance of it for you to tell.
Um, Hi, Uka. Uka.
Yes.
Hi. Nice to meet you. Um, well, yes, it is partially based on my personal experience of having lived in Pakistan and of having had that same maybe kind of half understanding of what the kind of tradition of arranged marriage really is and wondering if it even has a place in kind of the modern world and actually realizing that there are plenty of very happy arranged marriages, that there are degrees of arrangement right the way through from forced marriage, right the way through to just an introduction by your parents or by, family members who know you best and love you most. And it's just, for me now, falls into the category of just a different way of finding love. On the one hand, you've got dating apps with so many options, which is, a random algorithm directing you to a stranger, or the idea of people who know you a bit better directing you to a total stranger. And it's just about really looking at all the different ways to find love.
Thank you. Mr. Latif, the next question is for you. What what is it that stood out for you most in Kazim? Because he's very charismatic character, and he seems, even though he is part of the tradition, but his heart says that I am not, and he wants to go his way. Yet he tries to go with what his mom says, what his parents says, and there's a lot of dramas going on in there. So, as an actor, as someone who was writing this, who was reading the script, what is it that you like about him that you said I'm going to be part of it?
Well, that is exactly that. It's a character that he's a multi-dimensional character, and it's written very well that he has two things going on, and there's millions of people in the world that can relate to trying to please other people, especially your family, your loved ones, and having a deep, deep love and respect for them, and trying to hold everything together. He's trying to hold his family together, and I think a lot of people can relate to that. But he's trying to cover it up, which makes it more interesting because there's an internal struggle, and he's not trying to show that, and that creates a lot of pain. And he's trying to follow his own heart. So just that weighing up of both those things was just a great thing to try and get across in a truthful way. That's the job, and it was fun to try and do that.
Thank you. Ms. Khan, it's never easy. I mean, anybody can sit down probably and write the script, but how difficult for you, or maybe how is it for you to pitch the story that you said that this is the story that will need to be on the big screen? How do you pitch that to the producers or probably the director? What is your approach?
My approach was to take 10 long years. So clearly it wasn't that easy for me, or I would have done it in 10 months. Look, I had never written a script before. I'd done producing before, mainly documentaries and scripted stuff. And I'd never written anything before. And it's had many, many iterations. In fact, at one point, Shazad Latif's character was a girl. So I've written every single version of this story, and I think it was just trial and error.
Very nice. Actually, Latif, what do you think? What would have happened if the character was a girl? Well, do you think that would work for you?
I mean, yeah, why not? Let's do it. I'd like to read that version, actually. I don't know.
Very good. Can you talk about the chemistry between Kazim and Zoe? Because it was actually very interesting because normally I am also from a country where the men are normally, they try to stay private and they don't want to announce or advertise their relationship to the whole world, and then he agrees to be part of this documentary. From your perspective and from the perspective of the character, how was it for you? How would you even feel comfortable to be part of documentary when, say, someone is documenting your life that maybe you didn't want to?
I suppose Kaz is maybe it's a way of just subconsciously trying to be around Zoe more more during a very important time in his life, and he decides, well, it'd be nice to have her around. And I mean, she keeps pestering him at the beginning of the film, but yeah, I mean, that's a tough decision, but it's also part of seeing, part of the movie that we see it through Zoe's lens, but yeah, I think he just wanted to be around his friend a little more.
Lily James
Well,
is really persuasive. You can't
Lily
say
James is very persuasive. Yeah, how could I say no? That's
Yeah.
be mad.
like, there's a lot of people right now, and I'm pretty sure those who have seen the film in any part of the world, wherever it's been released, and they're probably going through this inner struggle because I understand in the film they specifically says that the 5% of the arranged marriage are more successful or end up in less divorce than the one that people get married based on the love. For you guys, I mean, imagine there's someone sitting right now and they want to ask you the question, say that, oh my God, my mom wants me to marry this guy. And the other guy said that my mom wants me to marry this girl, but I don't know her. She says, I don't know him. For you, how would you, from your own perspective, what would you tell that person that is going through the arranged marriage right now and they don't even know what they're getting into? What would you like to tell them?
Take your time and get to know them. There's no rush in any of these things. I mean, the most important thing is to get to know someone. I'm pro a simmer then boil approach.
Yeah, I would agree. I think I think that's what most is now. My cousin's going through a similar thing of assisted marriage, and he's taking a long time, and they're getting to know each other. And I think that definitely can work. Yeah.
So this is my last question. I know we don't have much time, but the more I'm thinking about the film as we speak right now, the more it's going in my head. Like the title of the film, what's love got to do with it? So it's almost like, does the love has to do with the arranged marriage? If not is the love, if it's not the love, but then what is it that has to do with the arranged marriage? Because if not the love, it will help to glue the two people together.
I mean, I think it's about what kind of love. For me, I actually always wanted it to be called Whatever Love Means, because I think it's about how you define love and what kind of love. There's companionate love, there's passionate love, there's family love, there's, friendship love. There's all different types of love. And I think that's what the film is exploring.
Yeah. But there's no one particular way. There's many different forms. Yeah.
Thank you. I think I am done. So what is the process now? Should we just? Thank you so much. I enjoyed the film. I saw it last night, and I quite enjoyed it. Thank you so much for making this, and thank you for bringing this to our attention.
Thank you so much. I always get really worried by the American quite, because it means something different. In America, quite means a lot, and in England, it means a little. So it has a totally different meaning. Anyway, it's all good, Shaz. Quite is good.
Yeah, it is.